A beautiful woman is the best investment in marriage a man can make. And anybody who advises otherwise is talking sheer nonsense. Fred McMurray. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. Paul Millsap. Taking risks is the best thing ever, and that's what gets you anywhere but now. Party spirit at best is, but the madness of many for the gain of a few. Alexander Pope. While I relish our warm months, winter forms our character and brings out our best. Tom Allen. Leadership consists of picking good men and helping them to their best. Chester W. Nimitz. In my view, the best of humanity is in our exercise of empathy and compassion. It's when we challenge ourselves to walk in the shoes of someone whose pain or plight might seem so different than yours that it's almost incomprehensible. Sarah McBride. Life is short, and if you're looking for extension, you had best do well. 'Cause there's good deeds and then there's good intentions. They are as far apart as heaven and hell. Ben Harper. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. Charles Kurort. Do your job. Be the best of whatever your job description is. Randy Moss. Momentum begets momentum, and the best way to start is to start. Gil Pangina. The best cure for insomnia is to get a lot of sleep. W.C. Fields. With me, what you see is what you get. Yes, call me naive, but I love life. I am happy, and for that, I make no apologies. I do like to see the best in people, and when someone is nice to my face, I tend to believe them. Joyce Farrell. I have always thought the actions of men the best interpreters of their thoughts. John Locke. Difficult times often bring out the best in people. Bernie Sanders. The best roles you have to fight for. You have to really want to do it, and you have to go after it. Cillian Murphy. Don't worry about being famous or making money. The most important thing is being the best. You have to become a master of your craft, and everything else will come. Anastasia Saw. The best blood will sometime get into a fool or a mosquito. Benito Mussolini. The most important thing is, whatever you do decide to choose, take it seriously and do your best. Tom Sturridge. Success is best when it's shared. Howard Schultz. The best thing is to accept the circumstances, not take them personally. Deal with them, stop complaining, and give everything your best. Sachin Singh Rajput. Knowing that we can be loved exactly as we are gives us all the best opportunity for growing into the healthiest of people. Fred Rogers. I already gave my best. I have no regret at all. William Hung. Baseball West is and always will be to me the best game in the world. Babe Ruth. Life's too short to dwell on things. When you go through experiences that are bad, it's a good thing. You learn from it, become a stronger person. Life is a roller coaster, and you don't know what's going to be thrown at you next. So all you can do is give it your best shot. Alicia Dixon. The man who has done his level best ... is a success, even though the world may rate him down a failure. B.C. Forbes. We have food deserts in our cities. We know that the distance you live from a supply of fresh produce is one of the best predictors of your health. And in the inner city, people don't have grocery stores. So we have to figure out a way of getting supermarkets and farmers' market into the inner cities. Michael Pollan. I always believe that to be the best, you have to smell like the best, dress like the best, act like the best. When you throw your trash in the garbage can, it has to be better than anybody else who ever threw trash in the garbage can. Lil Wayne. The best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you, it just works. Jeff Bezos. Do your best and keep learning. That's what I believe in. 3. Do you wear what you want to wear? Be an individual. Be unique and live your best life. Coleus. The best thing to do when you find yourself in a hurting or vulnerable place is to surround yourself with the strongest, finest, most positive people you know. Kristen Armstrong. Playing games is the best time of your life, and the more games you get, the better it is. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. All I do is wake up every day and obsess over how to make the best videos possible. It's all I care about. It's the only thing that's ever really made me happy. My base. The best way to celebrate the holidays is with some delicious food. Rachel Hollis. I can only do my thing and do the best that I can. Roman Reigns. Remember, always give your best. Never get discouraged. Never be petty. Always remember, others may hate you, that those who hate you don't win unless you hate them. And then you destroy yourself. Richard M. Nixon. Mental prayer, in my opinion, is nothing else than an intimate sharing between friends. It means taking time frequently to be alone with Him, who we know loves us. The important thing is not to think much, but to love much. And so do that which best stirs you to love. Love is not great delight, the desire to please God in everything. Saint Teresa of Avila. The best way to destroy the capitalist system is to debauch the currency. Vladimir Lenin. Love yourself for who you are, and trust me, if you are happy from within, you are the most beautiful person, and your smile is your best asset. Ileana Cruz. The calling of the humanities is to make us truly human in the best sense of the word. J. Erwin Miller. Those who know the least obey the best. George Farquhar. When you love someone and care about them, you want what's best for them. And it's always the hardest thing to realize maybe you want what's best for them. How hard you try, Mitzi. The goal is not to count medals. It's just racing the best I can. Caleb Russell. If they won an Oscar for Best Theatrical Performance by a country, Israel would win every year. It's a country based on theater. It's a lunatic state. Completely insane. Norman Finkelstein. I'm a corporate thug. That's the best way to be, E-Flow. Being forced to work and forced to do your best will breed in you temperance and self-control, diligence and strength of will, cheerfulness and content, and 100 virtues which the idle will never know. Charles Kingsley. In a very general way, our society has fallen out of love with the skilled trades. Part of the problem is a myriad of myths and misperceptions that surround the jobs themselves. But the biggest cause is a stubborn belief that a 4-year degree is the best path for the most people. Mike Ra. Yes, old friends is always best, lest you can catch a new one. That's fit to make an old one out of. Sarah Warner Joy. She's always there for me when I need her. She's my best friend. She's just my everything. Ashley Olsen. I love what I do, and when you love what you do, you want to be the best at it. Jay-Z. You get the best effort from others not by lighting a fire beneath them, but by building a fire within. Bob Nelson. Coldplay fans are the best in the world. If you like Coldplay, then you're obviously very intelligent and good-looking and all-around brilliant. Chris Martin. We have the power to make this the best generation of mankind in the history of the world, or to make it the last. John F. Kennedy. I believe that I'm one of the best in the world at what I do, and that's all I've ever wanted to be. Frank Ocean. Diligence is the mother of good fortune, and idleness, its opposite, never brought a man to the goal of any of his best wishes. Miguel de Cervantes. My best man was my best friend of almost 20 years, Matt Ryan. He actually plays John Constantine on the new NBC show Constantine. But we've been friends since we were teenagers, Joseph Morgan. The great leaders are like the best conductors. They reach beyond the notes to reach the magic in the players, plainly. The best way to predict the future is to invent it, Alan Kay. Everybody should be able to enjoy their life, because you only live once. So I just want to get it all out there and be the best role model that I can be. If people want to put me in that kind of predicament, I mean, I didn't ask to be a role model, because I'm not perfect or so brocky. I'm never too interested in what people say because, honestly, people's opinions change like the weather. One minute you're the best, the next you're not really, Jude Bellingham. If you die you're completely happy and your soul somewhere lives on. I'm not afraid of dying, total peace after death. Becoming someone else is the best hope I got, Kurt Cobain. The best time to buy a home is always 5 years ago, Ray Brown. Kendrick Lamar is 10 times the rapper I am. But I just feel I'm the best at getting my own point across, Chapek Mayfield. The person who is truly best suited to us is not the person who shares our tastes, but the person who can negotiate differences in taste intelligently and wisely, Alain de Botton. Guitar is the best form of self-expression I know. Everything else, and I'm just sort of tripping around, trying to figure my way through life, I owe my success to having listened respectfully to the very best advice, and then going away and doing the exact opposite, Gilbert K. Chesterton. Let me recommend the best medicine in the world. A long journey, at a mild season, through a pleasant country, in easy stages, James Madison. You do what you can for as long as you can, and when you finally can't, you do the next best thing. You back up but you don't give up, Chuck Yeager. To study the abnormal is the best way of understanding the normal, William James. The seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children, Joyce Bonda. I marvel at the resilience of the Jewish people. Their best characteristic is their desire to remember. No other people has such an obsession with memory, Ali Wiesel. My life motto is do my best, so that I can't blame myself for anything, Magdalena Noina. Sometimes in life, you have to make a selfish decision, and do what's best for you, Saquon Barkley. Your best teacher is your last mistake, Ralph Nader. One way or another, we will have to find what best fosters the flowering of our humanity in this contemporary life, and dedicate ourselves to that, Joseph Campbell. I am putting pressure on myself to do my best, and perform to my potential, Sidney Crosby. The best way to help the Latino community is to give back. I love giving back. I'm quiet about God and what I do, but we do a lot in the Dominican Republic, Daddy Yankee. The best thing I did was to choose the right heroes, Warren Buffett. The best success, for me, is not one trophy, it's not harmony. It's when players improve and grow, Unai Emery. The best things in life sometimes happen spontaneously, Jason Statham. The scientific theory I like best is that the rings of Saturn are composed entirely of lost airline luggage, Mark Russell. The best plan is to profit by the folly of others, Pliny the Elder. He who knows no hardships will know no hardihood. He who faces no calamity will need no courage. Mysterious though it is, the characteristics in human nature, Which we love best grew in a soil with a strong mixture of troubles, Harry Emerson Fosdick. Money is just a way to keep score. The best people in any field are motivated by passion. That becomes more true the higher the skill level gets. Eric S. Raymond. The best teamwork comes from men who are working independently. Put one goal in unison. James Cash Penney. I think the best riffs and the best songs come when you're jamming and having a good time. Scott Young. The best feeling in the world is performing in front of a live audience who like what you're doing. I can understand why people become dictators just because of the thrill they get making the speeches. Steve Coogan. Everybody leads in different ways, but the best captains lead by example. James Ward-Prowse. I think the iPhone is the best consumer product ever. That's what I feel about it. And it's become so integrated and integral to our lives. You wouldn't think about leaving home without it. Tim Cook. All the women are best, because they always think they may be doing it for the last time. Ian Fleming. Do your best one shot at a time and then move on. Remember that golf is just a game. Nancy Lopez. If you work hard and you do your best, you can do anything. Aaron Heatherton. True leadership lies in guiding others to success, in ensuring that everyone is performing at their best, doing the work they are pledged to do and doing it well. Bill Owens. When you love someone, the best thing you can offer is your presence. How can you lie if you are not there? Thich Nhat Hanh. Perfectionism is not the same thing as striving to be our best. Perfectionism is not about healthy achievement and growth. It's a shield. Brown. Where I am today, I still have my ups and downs. But I take it one day at a time, and I just hope that I can be the best that I can possibly be, not only for myself, but also young people that are out there today that need someone to look up to. Dima Lovato. Having realized that in cooking there was a vast field of study and development, I said to myself, although I had not originally intended to enter this profession, since I am in it, I will work in such a fashion that I will rise above the ordinary, and I will do my best to raise again the prestige of the chef de cuisine. August Escoffier. The best feeling in the world is a hard workout, a shower and a protein shake. Mirko Krokop. Education must provide the opportunities for self-fulfillment. It can at best provide a rich and challenging environment for the individual to explore in his own way. Noam Chomsky. For some reason, voters can be brainwashed, and they vote sometimes against their own best interests, let alone voting against the interests of people who need them, like people who are disenfranchised and people who are poor and so forth. Joyce Carol Oates. The ultimate victory in competition is derived from the inner satisfaction of knowing that you have done your best and that you have gotten the most out of what you had to give. Howard Cosell. Among the natural rights of the colonists are these: first, the right to life, secondly, to liberty, and thirdly, to property, together with the right to defend them in the best manner they can. Samuel Adams. I can't say this enough. The food that you put into your bodies can actually help you get better grades, and it can also affect your performance in sports and other activities too. You say, when you give your body the best possible fuel, you have more energy, you're stronger, you think more quickly. Michelle Obama. The best way to remember your wife's birthday is to forget it once. E. Joseph Kosman. I wouldn't say I was the best kid, but I always had a good heart. Phoebe Furen. You don't fight racism with racism. The best way to fight racism is with solidarity. Bobby Seale. It is always the best policy to speak the truth. Unless, of course, you are an exceptionally good liar. Jerome K. Jerome. You only think of the best comeback when you leave. Jimmy Fallon. The best of healers is good cheer. Pinger. Sometimes the best thing to do is to take a step back and get a little bit of a different perspective and reevaluate things. Austin Aries. If you're nervous, that means you care and you want to give your best. Adriana Lima. Above all, don't fear difficult moments. The best comes from them. Rita Levi Montalcini. The monster was the best friend I ever had. Boris Karloff. As long as you try your best, that is all that matters. You don't have to be the fastest runner or top of the class. Penny Lancaster. The best liar is he who makes the smallest amount of lying go the longest way. Samuel Butler. The best way to enhance freedom in other lands is to demonstrate here that our democratic system is worthy of emulation. Jimmy Carter. If our nation wants to reduce global warming, air pollution, and energy instability, we should invest only in the best energy options. Nuclear energy isn't one of them. Mark Z. Jacobson. Continue to do common things in an uncommon way. Continue to be all in. Continue to apply best is the standard. Continue to be a person of excellence in everything you do. Dalbo Sweeney. Our children are our future, and we must continue to nurture them and provide the best possible environment for them to grow and learn. Jim Justice.